Hey everyone, it is High here bringing another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be talking about the road to 5-year anniversary and beyond on the global version of the game, where we're going to do a little fun tier list here on the upcoming Dokkan Festival exclusive and Summonable LRs. So with that, if you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff, and always a shout out to DBZ Space and the Dokkan Wiki for info and images provided. So why am I doing this? Well, there's really not much going on the global version of the game. We know that Triple G Day is going to be coming on 5/7, and there's nothing to do in between. So will we get a global first unit coming out during that? Everything else is leading really toward the transformation Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku and Majin Vegeta. However, you know, we'll talk about those units and also the upcoming units as well. Could we get something different? Sure, but I'm only going to be focusing on the units that we know that are coming to the global version of the game. So let's go ahead and jump into the tier list. Now, I created this tier list calling it Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, and Zeno tier. It's just for fun, just knowing that all these units here, once again, they're Dokkan Festival exclusives or they're summonable LRs. They're all going to be great units, right? So, but some are just better or more valuable than others. So let's go ahead and start with the first unit here, and it's actually the most recent LR on the JP version of the game, and that is LR Nappa and Vegeta. Now, a lot of people love this unit, but for me, I go comparable to everyone else. I would say I will put them in the bottom of the list due to the fact, you know, I love their passive. You know, they have, you know, interesting active skill and exchange condition, but the problem is it's its categories. It's on 3 categories, hamstringing this unit to like limitations, right? So it's on Diabolical Villains, Terrifying Conquerors, and Pure Saiyans, and that's it. Now the leader skill too, it's 130% LR, which the leader skills aren't all that great, but it's introducing Diabolical Villains. That team isn't super amazing either. It has some great units on there, but still it's only running at a 130. So that's why, comparable to everyone else, I'm going to put them on the bottom of this grouping. And I believe we're going through 12 units here, so this is, you know, 12 out of 12, so on the bottom rung here. So unfortunately, coming in the last place of this tier list is going to be Nappa and Vegeta, and I love that. You know, I love the card art. I love that they came out with that unit, but I feel, you know, it's unfortunate for them. So the next unit that we're going to be talking about is LR Chili Lemon Broly. LR Broly, the physical Broly here, was so hyped when it came out. Unfortunately, has the same problem with similar to Nappa and Vegeta, is that actually it's worse. It has 2 categories it's on versus 3 categories on as movie bosses and joint forces, and that's it. Now the category here, the category leader, it's, you know, key +4 130 across the board, but it's for movie bosses. We already have 170% movie boss leader in the full power Broly. And this unit here, while very interesting, the passive skill is very unique. It's a very powerful unit here, but no one really uses them, it seems like, right? And some people probably do, but you know, it's all in all not as hyped when it you know, after it's come out for a couple months now. So unfortunately, you know, being once again problematic, just like the Nappa and Vegeta, limited to only 2 categories, the value for these 2 LRs are quite low comparable to the other units that we're going to be talking about. So on the bottom tier, on Super Saiyan tier, you got Broly and Nappa LRs. Unfortunately, let's go ahead and now move on to the Super Saiyan God tier here. Now, remember, these are Dokkan Festival exclusive units, and that includes the Extreme Z Awakenings for DFE units here, and that's starting off with Future Trunks. Now, Future Trunks, Spirit Sword Future Trunks here, I think they did a good job. They the passive skill is a 20% attack and defense per key sphere obtained, and it's also an orb changer from strength to int. Very, very powerful unit as a nuker. But you know, being just an EZA, that leader skill just, you know, doesn't cut it. It's even worse at 100% versus even 130. But you know, it's on for super classes, so you know, you can do a little bit of diversity there. But no, you know, no one's really going to run this as a leader skill. It does have a lot more categories though, comparable to the other LR on the Super Saiyan tier. There, it has 7 categories: Hybrid Saiyans, Future Saga, Time Travelers, Vegeta's Family, Super Saiyans, Bond of Master and Disciple, and Revenge. And it's a decent buff when it comes to the EZA stat boost of 17.5 in HP, 16.9 in attack, and defense 11.2. So I think they did a good job. It's better than the LRs, but it's still kind of lower rung comparable to other units that we're going to be talking about from here on out. So the next unit that we're going to be talking about is actually also another EZA, but it's slightly, in my opinion, slightly better than the Spirit Sword Trunks, and that is the Vegeta Blue EZA. The Vegeta Blue, we were waiting for a long time for this unit here. Other units were awakened on global. Vegeta Blue was already EZA'd before this unit came out. But you know, all in all, it's still a solid unit. Could they have done a little bit better on the defense? Sure. But it has 120% to attack, with a debuff to extreme class enemies, with a chance of stunning extreme class enemies. And then it provides Realm of Gods category allies at 50% defense. So it's kind of like a Rosie, like a strength Rosie action, with that, providing that extra defensive boost to superclass type of units, but Realm of Gods, that is. So it's very interesting. The stat boost is pretty solid here on the EZA at 17,000, 17,000, and 11.2. And it's on a bunch of different categories: Realm of Gods, Pure Saiyan, Future Saga, Time Traveler, Vegeta's Family, Siblings Bonds, Worthy Rivals, Master and Disciple, and Explosion of Anger. So very useful. Leader skill, you're not going to use it at a 120 int type, but like I said, very useful here, but slightly better than the Trunks. And both of those units, Vegeta and Trunks, has kind of the same problem, because there are, in my opinion, a couple other units that could be even better or more useful. Super Saiyan Trunks, the EZA Physical, that's a support unit, I think is more valuable than the Spirit Sword Trunks. And then the Tech Orb Changer and Nuker, the Dokkan Awakened unit there, I think might be a little bit better and more useful than the EZA Vegeta Blue. So, but two still fantastic units here, better than those LRs, and deserving of a spot, of course. So even though they're in the lower tier. Now let's talk about the next two units here that should be coming on the global version of the game next, right? And that's going to be the transforming Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and Goku. So Angel Super Saiyan 2 Goku transforms into Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and then the Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta turns into the Tech Majin Vegeta. So two great units. Leader skills are definitely a lot better than the ones that we've seen so far, because you have a dual category. Though Goku's a little bit weaker because it has other world categories, and the other world warriors really aren't that fantastic at this point in time. And it has a Super Saiyan 3 category secondary leader, but that's 150%. So but still, you can build a very interesting team with this unit here. The passive skill is really good. Super attack's okay. The transforming conditions, it's okay. It's facing one enemy with 80% or more starting at the third turn, so it's going to be definitely a little bit more limited than the other units. We're going to be talking about the transformation units in a bit, but it's on a ton of different categories. The Goku, right? So the Goku is on Majin Buu Saga, Resurrected Warriors, Super Saiyan 3, Pure Saiyans, Transformation Boost, Goku's Family, Kamehameha, Other Worlds, and Super Saiyan 2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 categories. Once again, very useful there. But slightly beating Goku out, once again, in my opinion, is the Majin Vegeta, due to the fact that I like the leader skill better, because Super Saiyan 2 category, the units that are on that team are pretty outstanding. I think the passive skill is as good as Goku. Maybe Goku's a little bit better, but very strong here. Less categories, but still I think more useful, because on Resurrected Warriors, this unit is very good. So I really like this unit, just slightly better than the Goku. I think it's all matter of opinion at this point. Now, that does have a problem with this unit, which starts as a super class and then goes into extreme class. It's kind of goofy that way, but overall it's still going to be just fine. So coming in at the Super Saiyan God tier categories is the transformation Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and the Super Saiyan 2 Goku. So now let's go ahead and move on to the Super Saiyan Blue tier, and let's talk about the two units that just came out on JP, and that is the the Golden Week units in Transformation Gotenks and Boo. These two units are amazing. Their transformations, the first transformation is really easy to do, which is just 3 turns, and they become very, very strong units. But then their additional transformation, yes, it takes 7 turns, but it turns into like a TUR LR. This like LR type of damage it can do, and it's just an amazing unit. So for the longer events that we have, these two units are incredible. I think Gotenks is slightly worse. I think the special pose and youth category leader skill is just awful, but you know, the passives and the super attacks and everything, it's solid here. Now the categories it's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, again 9 categories, really good. Fusion, Hybrid Saiyans, Majin Buu Saga, Super Saiyan 3, Transformation Booth, Youth, Super Saiyans, and Last Resort and Special Pose. Solid unit, but slightly better is that Boo unit. Majin Power, because you can create this crazy fun little, you know, Majin Buu team, but it does have artificial life forms, and we've been waiting for artificial life forms 170% leader, and Buu is it. So this here is slightly a little bit less. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, is that 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm sorry, 7 categories: Resurrected Warriors, Majin Buu Saga, Transformation Boost, Time Travelers, Artificial Life Forms, Kamehameha, and Majin Power. So even though it has less categories, I think he's more useful in those categories comparable to the Gotenks. So coming in at kind of the lower spots there, but the next spot up is the top spot in the Super Saiyan Blue tier, and that is gonna go to LR Rosie. This unit is just a beast. It is my favorite unit on the game right now on JP. Now on global it's Go Bros and Rosemasu, but when this unit comes out, it is going to be my favorite unit, and it's an incredible unit. Yes, it's 130% leader, which the leader skill isn't all that fantastic, but man, that passive skill is crushing. It destroys so many people, the amount of damage it's on, and it's going to be running on the current AGL Zamasu Realm of Gods team, which is going to be a killer. So it can run on Patahara team. It's a fun unit to have. So I had to put it on the top spot in Super Saiyan Blue. I couldn't quite put him on Zeno, because that leader skill just really doesn't do it for many people here. So Future Saga at 130, there's, you know, so many better Future Saga leaders. Well, actually there's one, which is the Transforming Trunks, but all in all, you're not going to use this as the leader there. But it has category Realm of Gods, Patara, Future Saga, Time Travelers, Kamehameha, Explosion, Anger, Diabolical Villains. The stats on this unit is 25, 21, and 11. That's crazy, right? So great stats, great unit. Definitely summer for him. I am definitely when he comes out. So let's now end with the Zeno tier. The Zeno tier, pretty simplistic. However, it's a little controversial on this unit being on the Zeno tier, and I'm going to tell you the reason why. It is Physical Beerus. The reason why I have him on the Zeno tier is he has the best leader skill out of all the units that you see. Even the two that are going to be coming up in a second, and we pretty much know who the two top units are going to be, but the Physical Beerus here is just a beast of a unit, and that leader skill, it is now we can run a full Super Realm of Gods category, and I think that's important, right? Because right now, if you're running the AGL Zamasu as the 170% Realm of Gods leader, you're gonna have to split it between extreme units and super units. In this case scenario, you run full super units here, and the unit itself is fantastic. It's better than AGL Zamasu in my opinion. So the Beerus is fantastic. It's on, you know, a decent amount of categories as well: Realm of Gods, Movie Bosses, Siblings Bond, Worthy Rivals, Master Disciple, and Explosion of Anger. I think very solid unit, and it deserves to be in the top spot, having that Explosion of Anger and Realm of Gods. So I think it deserves a Zeno tier ranking. But of course, the top two, we know the top two already, and that's going to be the LR Gogeta and Vegeto. Really, what else do I need to say about these two units? They are the best units in the game, bar none. It does have a little bit of a disappointment to me, was that it had a 150% leader skill, which was surprising to me, being that this should have been like, you know, should be breaking barriers like 190, 200% leader skill. But they kind of just, you know, kept it a little low. They really, like, what they could have done with Vegito and Gogeta is, on Vegito, Patara is a secondary leader skill. They could have just made that 170 and then last resort 150, whereas Gogeta, they could have just made fusion 170 and last resort 150. I don't know why they made both at 150. So, but the passive skills on both of them are just tremendous. I think Vegito is just a little bit better, just because I like teams that it can run on, with Patara, Future Saga, Time Travelers versus, you know, your transformation boost. Or no, both of them are on transformation boost on Movie Heroes and Fusion. So, but both amazing units. Definitely a must summon for these. They both have the Kaioken mechanic, which is crazy. Just beastly units. Once again, what more can I say? So this is basically the tier list. This is the tier list I came up with. I don't know if I'm right or wrong or whatever it is. This is just my opinions. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, if you agree, disagree with my rankings here. So anyway, with that, hopefully you guys had fun in this video here. So with that, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. And if you are an OG, thank you for your continued support. Hit that notification button, stay up to date with my latest videos. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.